Okay, welcome to the second in-depth molly lineup guide from Brimstone Bro. And here we are on Ascent. Let's go start with Ascent. Alright, so this first lineup was showed to me by a fellow YouTuber slash TikTok fan, I guess you'd call him. And he says shoot at the top of this box and that'll land, you know, between generator near the front of the generator. And the same if you go here. It's a little bit different, but let's take a look.
Molly! Molly!
So you can see how the one a little bit to the left of the box came a little bit further forward and got the front there, just from the weird bounce. Some of my favorite lineups for A-Site, the ones I used the most when I got started, is to use this spike here and just give your mouse a little bit of a hat there, like that. Shoot that.
Molly!
Here's where it lands. From the same spot, using this spike here, if you put it right into the middle of your mouse between the green and the white, that's going to go front of dice, and if you put it like on as a hat to your mouse, it'll go back of dice. Let's look at that.
Molly! Molly!
Also, if you're trying to go dice and you're here and you need to land quicker, just shoot at the side of the wall here.
Molly!
No, I had to sheriff.
Oh!
Fighting
Launching
dice.
smoke!
Can you get
You have
door?
lineup for dice, right?
Sir.
Hey, Jet, try to stay alive as long as you can here. You can timing them.
One tree on me.
Yeah, you peek now.
Yeah, there. Go.
Molly!
Molly's out.
They're on bottom.
Last player standing.
88 jet.
One enemy remaining.
Jet's low. Nice.
Nice.
Who's the old dog now?
Alright, moving on to Wine. Stand in this corner. And I like to line up my HUD just like that. So you've got the triangle sitting there and the line kind of goes right into that corner there. And that's going to go beside Jenny.
Molly!
So Egelk showed me one here for front of box. If you just line up like this with your HUD, it's kind of like you put the star here, but then just move it over a little bit. Kind of sort of line of your HUD lines up with this here.
Molly!
That's going to take care of front of box plan for you.
I'll check it.
Marked one.
Launching smoke!
Nope.
Stim beacon down.
Fake.
Cutting them down.
Check site.
I don't think anyone's on site.
He's one.
Yo, Ray just fucking jumped on.
Yo, he is one.
Spike down A.
What the fuck? Okay, then I'm retarded.
Goner. Reloading.
My dog is.
You get spiked up?
Got the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Spike planted.
Where was he?
Find you.
Smoke down.
87. He's hit
Don't pick it, don't pick it, don't pick
80.
it.
He's hit 85.
I'm gonna try to go to the
Keep
other
me
side.
alive, I got
Molly!
got off.
Just a scratch.
Oh, that is a dumbass lineup.
Moving on to lineups from Cat. If you line yourself up with this line here, and you put your crosshair of your HUD right in this little box,
Molly!
That's going to land in front of Jenny for you. used that one multiple times. From this corner, there's quite a few. There is one that Big Boned Andrew showed me, where you put the dot right on the end of the spike here, and that's going to go dice.
Molly.
And a couple here from Calvin from Smack, the original Brimstone main. Check him out. I usually put my dot up here and then line up the bottom of my HUD line right in this corner here. That's going to go box. Alright, a third one from this corner. Again, compliments of Calvin from Smack. A little bit harder if you want to put your dot, the right dot of your smokes icon right in this corner, but the problem is when you have your molly out, you can't see it really. So do your best to get it in the corner there, shoot that.
Molly.
Another way to get into the inside of the generator. Alright, smoking sight in 3, 2, 1, go.
Pump down. Stim beacon down.
K was heavy.
Where are you planting? Front of generator?
The generator.
Ah, I was concussed. 98 element. There's like 3 trees. You're gonna get a really good plank in. Really.
One enemy remaining.
So first one heaven.
Last one's heaven.
Last player standing.
You gotta go. Oh, wait. Line up Larry.
Molly.
Yes, sir. Wait.
No! Okay, moving on to some more wonky lineups on A site. Coming into this corner here, I seen Calvin do this first. I think I seen Egelk do this one as well. I actually aim right on the side of this cloth here on the clothesline, but if you don't have that, I think that if you line up the dot of your smokes right in the middle of this brick, right where that line is, right there, that'll get the job done too.
Molly.
That's going to go again to the box here. So if you can train your team to plant box, which I have yet to do. lots of lineups for the box. We got a couple here in this corner. Again, compliments of Calvin from Smack. If you, I mean, I don't know how he lines it up. I just saw him do it, so I come in here and figure it out on my own. But if you put this line here between the smokes and molly icon into the side of this little window ledge,
Molly.
that's also going to go to the box. Another one from this corner that I credit to learning from Egelk is you take your hit points HUD line and you put it right in the corner where these two meet. Just like that. And you shoot that,
Molly.
and this should go between the generator and the wall. Pretty unexpected place for your molly to come from. And here's a bonus one. So if you're in trees here, treehouse, whatever you call it, and you know they're in wine, I like to take my dot of my HUD here and put it in this point and then bring it down a little bit until this line on my HUD right here comes to this corner, just like that. If you shoot that, this will take about 8 seconds to land.
Molly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that pretty well covers all of wine. And so then you can actually combine that with an ultimate if you think they're, you know, waiting for smoke to clear and then push on sight. So here's what that kind of looks like.
Molly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Open up the sky. My ult's ready.
Now these guys are either in the ult or they ran to wine and they're dead anyway. Pretty effective. I haven't made that happen in a game yet, but just another thing to have in the toolbox. Alright, so let's take a look at some lineups on B site. Coming into this corner first, we have a couple from here. First off, if you're trying to get onto default, I had a fellow YouTube, TikTok fan come on here and show me how he does it, and I can't for the life of me remember how he did it, but I figured it out again my own way. And so here's what I do. I line up this 2 squiggly lines here from my hit points HUD line, and I just line it up so that the top part lines up at the top of this piece of wood here, like that. You shoot that.
Molly.
There's where it lands. One more from this corner. If your team has planted stairs, just put the molly icon at the top of this antenna here, like that.
Molly.
Shoot that. There you go. A couple of lineups from this corner over here. If you take the triangle of your HUD here and you just put it right in the corner, and the line lined up with the roof, just like that, so it's pointing right down that edge there. Shoot that.
Molly.
If you're here waiting for the spike to speed up and they tap the spike too soon and you don't have time for this one to land, just shoot at the very top of this wall here in the corner.
Molly.
Lands a lot quicker, but you will have to go to site and, you know, kill them so they can't defuse after the molly wears off. Like default?
Yeah. Don't peek.
One enemy remaining.
On site, on site.
Last player standing.
Boathouse.
Molly.
Yeah, play on.
Open up the sky.
If that Molly Nancy doesn't get it.
Thrifty.
Nice. Solid
Cheaper.
thrifty boys.
Just
Solid
me and a bottle
thrifty.
of scotch.
Coming into the hallway here. There's an outlet here, but even better if you can go to this crack in the wall and aim for the side of this little ledge here.
Molly.
The key is to get it to pass the box and land in front. It'll give you a better coverage of where the spike is. So it's here. Yeah, I do.
Nice.
I think they both
Begins. Launching smoke.
Fade, just play time, play time. He has line up.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Molly.
You have your stim.
She's not on it, she's not on it. Good stuff. Good comeback.
This next one I saw Calvin from Smack do. He came in this corner and he said, edge out until you can see this lamp and then be able to just see the edge here. And then if you aim at this other little lamp up here,
Molly.
works pretty good. Alright, some more common molly lineups you can do here. Come into logs. If you're standing up, just aim at this section right here.
Molly.
If you're crouched, aim a little higher up at the air conditioner here.
Molly.
If you are in market, you can peek out, just aim right here.
Molly.
If you happen to be CT, you can come and aim at this nub here.
Molly.
This next one I learned from Gilk. Imagine you don't want to expose yourself, or maybe you're smoked off. How are you going to get the molly in here? Well, if you're near this concrete here, as long as you can see the top of this tree,
Molly.
okay, last couple of bonus molly lineups come from pizza. So you come up on here, and I think this first idea, I think I saw Calvin from Smack use it. And I didn't see how he did it, but I figured out how I was going to do it. So I used this spike right here, and I put that right in the seat of the mouse. And that is going to go stairs.
Molly.
Okay, this last Molly lineup idea comes from a fellow TikToker slash YouTube fan. He came on to a game with me and showed me that if you take the dot of your Molly head, stick it just below the tip of this spike here, like that.
Molly.
This should bounce off the dice and land default. Or jump right over it. Nice. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Give the old like, subscribe, send it to your friends and your other Brimstone main buddies. And we'll see you in the next one.